Makers of cars, there must be a reason.
Buying a new car shouldn't be complicated. That's why our expert staff is here to help.
I've been selling new Ford cars and trucks since 1970. That's over 50 years. Wow, there must be a reason.
With your lifestyle and budget in mind, our finance team works hard to be the best in the business.
Only at Lamarck Ford, at the Lamarck Automotive Complex. There must be a reason.
Jason Dornack here. Black and gold season is here, and Dornack's Food Center has everything for your tailgating and viewing parties, from beer and spirits to chips and party trays. Shop local, Dornack's Food Center, 710 Betson Metairie.
Family owned, family operated, family service.
Need to see a dentist right away? At Louisiana Dental Center, we'll see you today. This is Bobby Hebert at Cajun Cannon. Visit ladentalcenter.com to schedule an appointment. Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team and proud dental office of our beloved New Orleans Saints.
It's the point after with the Cajun Cannon, Bobby Hebert. Brought to you by Rouse's Markets. Shop Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Acadian Ambulance, knowing life matters. Go Auto. Save money on car insurance with Go Auto. And by River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Also, play Saints tickets from the lottery. Win up to $100,000. New Orleans Saints, Saints Game Day. And introducing Saints, the new fast play game. The Saints Point After is also brought to you by these local sponsors. J&J Exterminating, Louisiana's largest independently owned pest control company. The Hood Automotive Group, everything automotive under one hood. Also by Logo Express, for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Oakwood Hart Jewelers, finer diamonds at the best possible prices. Simply compare. And River Parish Disposal. Our business stinks, but it's picking up. Saints fans, get in the game on the Oakwood Hart Jewelers Talk and Text line, 504-260-1870. Now, the founding father of the Houdat Nation, Bobby Hebert, and Christian Garrick on the Community Coffee Saints Radio Network.
And welcome into the point after here on the Community Coffee New Orleans Saints Radio Network. Saints fall 22-14 to the Carolina Panthers. Here is the Cajun Cannon's rant.
Bobby Hebert is the original, the founding father of the Houdat Nation. Miller Lite is the original, the founding father of light beer. Here's Bobby's rant, brought to you by...
Bobby, what happened? And what's going on with this football team?
Well, Christian, it is the NFL. You cannot afford... Now, I can see maybe one game. You can't afford to get off on slow starts 3 straight games. What? Do they need to slap each other around in the locker room to come out the gate smoking, and not necessarily when your back is to the wall, and then you're having to play catch up in the fourth quarter? But I don't know if I ever saw 3 straight games, especially with a team with expectations, to have 3 slow starts like we've had. I mean, you're not beating anybody. Christian, again, -3 in the turnover margin. Now we're -6 for the season. I would say we're lucky we're not 0-3. But, every game is different. But all I know is we need to protect the football and we need to take it away. For instance, Carolina was the only NFL team coming into this game to not force a turnover. And they got 3 against the Saints. So, Christian, their first 2 games, they had 0 takeaways. They end up having 3 today. So it's just the same song and dance, and I tell you what, you can look at the big throws by Jameis and all that, and I said this, and there's really a combination of Sean Payton and Drew Brees. I said, you really want to, but I guess mainly leaning on Drew Brees. You won't appreciate a quarterback like Drew Brees till he ain't there no more. And then you have to, we got to go on. We got to move on. The patch is not always greener on the other side. The grass is not always greener. You got to watch what you wish for. Now, I'm not saying Drew wasn't ready to give up the ghost considering where he was at with his arm, but I'm just looking at decision-making and what it takes. It's just too many times in the game that Jameis looks confused to me. like, for instance, if you look into the left and a guy's coming scot-free in your face off the corner, you have to know, well, no one's going to block him. He's not just going to trip and fall down. The ball has to come out. It's like, but he wasn't even aware of that. Just those little things like that would occur, which was occurring. The one thing we still, again, when we were amongst the best on offense, we still can't convert on third down. Christian, we ended up being 5 of 13, 38%. We were 25th in the NFL coming in, Who Dat Nation. But our defense has played outstanding overall on third down because they were only 29%, 4 of 14. So really both offenses not getting it done on third down coming into the game, and both offenses not getting it down coming out, getting it done coming out of the game. I mean, were you impressed with Baker Mayfield? I didn't. That was really the first time I'd say I watched the whole game of Baker Mayfield. I didn't look at anything to write home about. Now they had the lead, so once they had the lead, they were able to set the tone in the run game. That's why they ended up with 31 rushing attempts and 4.7 yard average. We only had 22 rushing attempts. So Baker Mayfield wasn't even 50%. I mean, if you look at it, he was sacked 3 times. Now Christian McCaffrey's a different cat. If you look at him, and they finally did it, because only did this 2 times in the series where he ran for over 100 yards, ended up having 115 yards total from scrimmage, 108 rushing. But you cannot afford, if we would get this, we've done this in the past. If you get a scoop and score, you should win the game. You get like a punt, especially in the NFL, punt return for a touchdown, a pick six, a scoop and score, what happened with the Alvin. Normally teams in the NFL, when it's so close, whoever did that is going to come out on the top. So we cannot afford to let that come about. Again, looking at, we're not good enough to have any field goals missed. We need Will Lutz to be perfect. And looks like the right guard got run over on the block field goal attempt. So that's something they're going to have to address. Looking at, I guess, Christian, you could say like a game ball as far as production. And he's been targeted a whole lot. Chris Olave has been targeted now 26 times the last 2 games. I thought he was more consistent this game. Had 9 receptions, 147 yards, 16.5 yard average. Look at Traquan. Again, opportunity to play, but I don't know. He banged his head. Looks like he maybe had a concussion. But 4 catches, 105 yards. But looking at Jameis, just too hot and cold. And what I mean by that, when he's cold, he's cold. And when he's hot, he's pretty hot. On one drive, he went 7 of 7. We were losing 13-0. He went 7 of 7. All of a sudden, he drives the team down the field. We go, Chris, we go 10 plays, 89 yards, in basically about 3.5 minutes. So I guess you couldn't get hotter than that as far as driving the team down. But way too many ups and downs. I see a lot of confusion out there, that not being on the same page. And I don't know, maybe this day and age, you don't chew nobody's behind out, but you don't see like Dennis Allen, I guess, taking the approach we all pros. And so they have to know what they do. But do I see a fire being lit on the Saints behind? I mean, there's no, to me, it's like, oh, well, we just can't do that and just kind of ho-hum.
Looks like there's not a lot of accountability on the sideline in the game.
Yeah, the accountability and, almost the approach. And I don't know, you're paying these guys so much money now. It's either my way or the highway. You're going to get it done, or we're going to have someone else in there. It just seems a lot of that going on at times. And are our great players playing great? You know what I'm talking about?
Where's Cam Jordan? Where's Tyrann Mathieu?
Yeah, no, Honey Badger, that long play, him and P.J. Williams, they both missed the tackle. On the long pass play. And that was a guy who just came over from Jacksonville. Chenault, he was like a 2nd-round draft pick, if I can recall. I want to say it was in 2020. I had written that down in my notes. It was, a guy that's really not a household name. Yeah, he was 2nd-round draft pick by the Jags in 2020. 3 years guy in Colorado. He just got him in a trade, and he burned us on a 67-yard touchdown. And I don't know. Right now, looking at the safety position, to me, way more consistency now. Marcus May didn't play today, but way more consistency with Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins than we're getting the safety play, whether it be P.J. Williams or Marcus May with Tyrann Mathieu. It just ain't happening. I'm not hating on nobody, but it's just not happening as far as we're not taking away the ball. Again, Christian, look, we finally got more than one sack. Look, Double D, Demarl Davis had a sack, Cam had a sack, but you're not calling out their games, their names as much. Looking at Grandison and JT Grady, each had half a sack, but you don't see us like, again, Christian, you know how many interceptions we have after 3 games? 0. We have not intercepted the ball. It just seems by chance we'd have had an interception by now, and we only had 3 fumble recoveries coming into the game. So, but I don't think we recovered a fumble. You know, when I look at it today, no, fumbles lost. Yes, we did lose 1. Yeah, Alvin Kamara with the scoop and score. So that's why we -6 for the season, and you're not going to win. Now you might. I like our fight. Like Coach Allen would say, how we played hard at the end. Man, the bottom line is you got to win. None of this. I read this. Be like disoriented, like and not as disciplined, and we'd win versus we playing hard, we're real disciplined, we don't win. No, you got to win. This is a bottom line business. It's production business. That's the NFL, and that's what we have to do. And it's gonna be a tough task at hand to come to win in England against the Vikings. They came back against Detroit, so they're going to be playing with confidence. But Christian, I said this, and I'm gonna leave with this. I said this in the pregame, that this was a must win. You think we're winning the NFC South right now? I'd say hell no. Oh, okay. Because when we're
1 and 2 in your division.
Okay, we're 1 and 2 in the division. That's not, no matter to see the 1 and 2. I'm not saying we still gonna be playoffs, wild card, and all that. So I'm still gonna be optimistic. But as far as winning the division, okay, we're 1 and 2. Think about when we've been NFC South champs. You know, I didn't do enough research on this. We might have now and then been 4 and 2, but it's more like you 5 and 1. Well, we can't be 5 and 1 because we're already 1 and 2. So when you look at to actually say to win the NFC South, you know, it's got to interesting to see how the season's going to unfold. But you got to take care of within your division, your business, because how the games count. Now we'd have to got to beat Carolina, got to beat Tampa Bay, and then obviously we would have swept the Atlanta even to get it 4 and 2. But that's why this is a disheartening loss. I really thought, Christian, now it's not that it's all chicken in the sky's falling, whatever. Because I thought we could be 2 and 1 right now, but not 1 and 2. Consider who we're playing in the tough schedule that's going to be coming up. Minnesota, you'd have to say right now that we're probably going to be 1 and 3. But I think we could beat the Vikings. You know, and that might be again some pie in the sky. But I just kind of remember the last time, you know, we got off with Alvin Kamara, that big touchdown game that he had. But the Vikings been kind of like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You look how they came out the gate smoking against the Packers, and they lay an egg against the Eagles. And today they came back against the Lions, but that's a division game. But so I don't know. To me, it's kind of a 50-50 ordeal if we can get back to 500 and be 2 and 2 after the game next Sunday morning, 8:30 Central a.m., the kickoff for the Houdat Nation and the Saints in Tottenham at Hotspur Stadium in Tottenham, England, against the Vikings.
Bobby, you're not going to like this stat. The last time the Saints lost back-to-back games in Carolina was 2015 and 2016. What happened that year? No playoffs.
Yeah, weren't we 500 like?
7 and 9.
Yeah.
Didn't make the
Well,
playoffs.
that's I mean, that's like kind of 500. Okay, what would be a 5? You know what that'd be, Chris? That'd be one less game than we won last year. That'd be, you know what? That'd be, since we're playing 17, the way we starting out, that's like an 8-9 type season. Oh, and what did Vegas have us at? 8.5 or something? Oh, and everybody was taking over. I'm like shocked. I mean, I thought, come on. No, Christian, if we don't win 9 games or more, we're underachieving. And right now, we're definitely underachieving. Who that?
He's Bobby Hebert. I'm Christian Garrick. This is The Point After here on Community Coffee, New Orleans Saints Radio Network.
Everybody has a story. We don't always know where it'll take us.
I am Juliet, daughter of Mark.